One of the counts in the lawsuit alleges fraud on the part of the lottery. The lottery represents that you can win instantly. They fail to tell you, at least as of July 1st, they failed to tell you that they're not going to pay, but yet they continue to sell the tickets under those false pretenses. The false pretense that if you win, you're an instant winner and you're entitled to your money and we're going to pay you your money. And you're not getting paid. And there's no end in sight. So if any business did that, they would be indicted for fraud. This is a clear case of fraudulent misrepresentation, that you are entitled to get paid instantly, and a fraud by the omission, at least for the 2 months they were selling it in July and August, where they failed to inform the public that when you win, you won't get paid.
We had planned to go to Minnesota this past weekend also, because my daughter is, married. She's been married about a year, but they moved to Minnesota like 8 months ago, but I hadn't been able to go see where they live at or anything. So we were supposed to go this weekend. We did end up going. But because he had to borrow money for us to go, we had to cancel most everything that we planned on doing. Because we also remember, because she had already purchased tickets for a dinner theater we were going to on Saturday night, and we were going to give us money when we got there. We did do that, but we pretty much canceled everything else. We still had a good time, of course, we just had until my daughter, but we shouldn't have had to do that. The day that he actually ended up winning, I was at work pulling a double. I had gone to work at 9 o'clock on Sunday night, and I wasn't getting off until 3 o'clock Monday afternoon. He calls me at 10 minutes to 7 on his way to work and says, honey, I think you're going to have to come home. And I'm like, why? What's wrong? We had a lot of bad things happen recently, some family issues, mostly with my kids, and I'm like, I can't deal with another, bad thing right now. And he's like, I think I just won the lottery. And I'm like, you know what? I've had a long night, still got a long day ahead, and it's been rough these past few weeks with everything going on. I don't need you teasing me about the lottery right now. Not a good time. Basically called him a liar. Until I got the voicemail later from him saying, honey, I just went and got it verified. I have the paperwork. Yes, I did win $250,000 in the lottery, and I really felt bad for him. So, he was so excited when he won this, and then all of a sudden, and then he won July 20th. When it came closer, and they were saying, and we hadn't heard anything, for like 2 weeks prior to them calling us, I had called them to check into it. And they never said anything. Oh, it's processing. You should receive it no later than the 28th, but it's still processing. It takes a while, 4 to 6 weeks, whatever. Well, the 6 weeks came when they should have been sending it out, and then instead we get a phone call. I just talked to you last week. You said nothing to me.
And there was no budget then, too.
And there was no budget then, so they already knew.